Hey guys, so today I'm doing the body modification tag. Just gonna start off with a few updates. Uh, I did end up removing my second hole in both ears, which I'll really get to later on in the video. It's one of the questions in the tag, but yeah, I removed those, so that's pretty interesting. They shrunk up to probably about a 2 or a 4 in this one, the second hole. And then this one's about like 9/16, so that's permanent size. So yeah, kind of sucks, but what you gonna do about it? So I have some questions here that I want to be answering, and yeah. So I'm having back problems, so it's hard to kind of breathe when I'm in this position. So excuse that. How many piercings do you have? I have 21 piercings, I think. Um, and then tattoos, I have 11 or 12. Some people consider this a separate tattoo, but it's literally just my tattoo artist's signature, so you can consider it 11 or 12. Um, what other mods do you have? I have 3 dots branded on the side of my leg, which I did as like a friendship modification. And I also like triangles, so I decided to do that. So, yeah, I also have a microdermal on my arm, which I recently got fixed because my arm started eating it. But yeah, when did I start getting body modificated? I started probably at around, I guess you can say like 6 with my ears. But like really modified, it would be probably around 13, which is when I got my snake bites done in my septum. So yeah, future plans with body modification. Uh, this kind of gets into what I did with my ears. Uh, Really, at the end of my journey, I want to be able to wear no tunnels or anything. I always want to have piercings. Um, but when it comes to my ears and stretching and stuff like that, I really like the naked look. My goal is to have no jewelry in my ears and just have a bunch of holes, which I'm gonna soon do with my flats. I want to wait a complete consecutive year before I take out the jewelry, just so there's no shrinkage. But yeah, basically my plans are just to remove everything that's in my ears and have just a bunch of holes in them. I do want to get my conches punched again in both ears. I want to get my helix removed right here, both sides, just so I can contour my ears into more of a point. And I was recently considering cutting right here and then having just an earlobe, but I don't know about that. It's kind of debatable because I always did want to cut all the way through to here and then have all this part missing, but I don't know yet. That's very extreme, so I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm 50-50 really. But yeah, that's basically my plans. I also want to be covered everywhere that a shorts and a t-shirt and shoes can cover. And I also want to do a lot more branding. Um, Probably within a few weeks, I'm gonna have my horns done with microdermals, and I'm gonna have my tongue split done soon. So yeah, so that kind of a conjunction of different ideas, but yeah, that's basically what I'm planning on doing with my body modifications. My favorite modification is probably my nasaling, just because it's different. Not many people have it at all, and most people just think it's nostrils. So when I do that or whatever, people notice it goes straight through, and it's usually like a big novelty. My least favorite modification would probably be this one right here, my third hole, just because it's not gonna stretch. I've tried and it just doesn't work out very well, so it's there. So, Misconceptions about people with piercings are that they're dirty. Um, it doesn't make sense to me because you have to be a clean or semi-clean person to not get an infection. So it just doesn't make sense to say that somebody who is almost in like a form of a medical community is dirty. Is just kind of weird. Least and most painful piercing. Most would be a toss-up between my flats and my nasaling. They're really two different types of pain. But the piercing I probably wouldn't want to go through a second time would probably be my nasaling. So I'd say my nasaling was probably the most. Least painful would probably be my lobes. How much money have I spent? Being a piercer and knowing a lot of people in the community, I didn't spend much money piercing wise. I probably spent in total about 1,000, maybe 2,000 on tattoos and piercings, and all together with piercings I've done myself, it's probably $5,000 worth of modifications. A lot of them, like I said, I've done myself and through friends, so I didn't pay for a lot of them. So, yeah, that's kind of my tag. So, love you guys. Bye.